Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies back at it again with another video. Finally not a book review, because we've been doing quite a lot of those in the past few days, but I'm actually going to be talking about books, but rather reprints, because there is such thing as classic Goosebumps, which is literally just not really classic Goosebumps. It's reprintings of the classical 90s books. There are some that are admirable, that make sense that have got reprinted, but there are some that have not, that I just find ridiculous, or just unfair. They are either great books, or very well loved ones. They're also quite popular, and they just make sense to get a reprint at this point. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Here are some books that I think will, or should, and just make sense to get a reprint. And that's all I'm showing right now. So, starting off with the OG series stuff, we'll pull these out. I have 5 main ones here. I honestly want every single 90s book to get some sort of reprint. Like, whether it be like a GYG retro tin or a box set or something. Please, that would be awesome. Starting off with some of these 90s books, I will mention my first one, Ghost Camp. As much as I think it's overrated, it's definitely well beloved and is one of the very few camp books from the OG series. There's only 4. And yeah, this is quite a popular one. Also, Can't, Nightmare, and Jelly Jam get reprinted. I think they should join the bunch. Cold Lake can go sit and die. I don't care. My next one here is Deep Trouble 2. This is actually a well-beloved sequel in the community. I've heard a lot of positive things. I think it's pretty good as well. And we got Creep from the Deep. It kind of just makes sense to get the whole trilogy reprinted. We got Deep Trouble, we got Creep from the Deep. Throw this one out there. Another one I'd like to throw out there is Calling All Creeps. Yes, Calling All Creeps. Not only is this a popular one, it's a good one. It's a very solid book, and I feel like it's a very well-known title, and I think it will do well on the shelves. Unlike Go Eat Worms. Who the fuck knew about that book if you weren't a 90s kid, or, you know, never really heard of Goosebumps that much? You just know it's his thing. Yeah, nobody. Calling All Creeps is slightly more recognizable than, like, Go Eat Worms and stuff. Next up, I actually think this is the most likely out of the bunch here, and this could definitely get reprinted for, like, January next year, if we're lucky. Beware the Snowman. Yes, a snowman book. This book is not only quite popular, it's also quite beloved. At least nowadays, it's quite beloved and popular. And also, it just makes sense. If we're getting Calling All Creeps, this will slide right after it. And also, people love this, the Abominable Snowman. Not really, but this could be some clickbait. They could do a clickbait cover or something. You know, because that Snowman in title, they're going to think, oh, beyond the Abominable Snowman? Oh, it's got to be a sequel, man. That one is pretty likely, in my opinion. And now for this next one. Yeah, Attack of the fucking Mutant. Now, of all OG series, this is the most deserving. This is the comic book of Goosebumps. Attack the Mutant is very much deserving of getting a reprint. It hasn't been in any retro tins. The only reprint we've gotten as of late is literally the 2000s reprint with that weird font that looks like the Series 2000 covers with the Goosebumps thing around it. It's weird. And yeah, it's just stupid, but we haven't got reprints since. It's very deserving. It's very beloved too. I could go on all day about OG series, so I'll just throw out a few more little honorable mentions. Girl Cried Monster and, I don't know, Piano Lessons Me Murder. They're both popular titles. By no means. They are very popular. Not only are they deserving of getting reprinted, they're both decent books, and decently popular, decently well-liked, actually. I especially agree with the Girl Cried Monster. Fantastic book. And actually, Girl Cried Monster did just get featured in a board game that you can kind of see right there, so it's only reasonable to reprint it now. And if you're gonna say it's too dark, Welcome to Deadhouse got reprinted. Now shut the fuck. Now moving on to Series 2000, which won't be very long. We only have 2 here, but I think these are very agreeable. And we'll just throw them up right now. Slappy's Nightmare and Cry of the Cat. Now this one, very justified. It is insanely expensive online now. At least last I checked. The prices are going up, and it's fucking ridiculous, man. They get a great condition copy of this, let alone to read the book. I suggest that they reprint this so people can enjoy it. It's not only one of the better Slappy books, I think it's actually the best, probably still, and I think it's very deserving of getting a reprint. And it's Slappy, it's gonna do well. And like I showed, Cry of the Cat just makes sense, y'all. Perfect sense. It's the first Series 2000, and it is like the most iconic Series 2000 title, like, out there. These next 3 are actually not from the same series, and these are the final 3 here. And these three just make perfect sense. They're very popular books, very popular titles, minus the last one here, but this last one is great. And I actually think someone else mentioned is Michael Goosebumps fan. That one should get reprinted. And we'll just start with that one, why not? Screams in the Night. This could easily be like a special edition reprint. Kind of like it came from Ohio. And they could just, do Goosebumps Screams in the Night. Not specify any series. They could completely change the font up for this. This would be awesome. Don't have to make it the classic reprint font. Yeah, it would be fantastic to release this as a little special novel. This book is great, I tell you. Very awesome. And the main reason why I'm pointing it out is because not a lot of people can get their hands on this. So a reprint of this book would make it much more accessible. And now for these final two, I'll just show them right here. These ones are must-haves on the list. Escape from the Carnival of Horrors and Tales of the Goosebumps, the first of the most popular Goosebumps spin-offs. This one just makes quite a bit of sense. It's the first GYG. It's a very well-known GYG title. It's like the GYG, man. And if not, that one, TikTok You're Dead at least, man. That's also a very popular title. And then Tales of the Goosebumps, I think the other ones would be a little stupid because who would want to read more Tales of the Goosebumps? Like, of all things to reprint, why the other ones? If not, do a giant box set or a bind-up, kind of like they did in the 2000s with books 1 to 3 in one book, which was awesome. I think they should definitely re-release that, at least. But this one at least should get reprinted. It would be a very nice little Halloween reprint, I guess they could do, for Halloween maybe next year. That would be awesome. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think deserves to get reprinted below for the classic series. Do you think any of these have a good chance of getting reprinted? Now that we're getting new reprints, sort of. Joy Worms and Boom. And do you think these will ever get featured in some sort of merchandise, potentially hinting at them getting reprinted? Because that's kind of why Cuckoo Clock and Joy Worms got reprinted. I don't know. Maybe they'll fucking learn their lesson to reprint more books, man. Because we want more reprints, don't we? Don't we? Yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.